Alright, there's no way that I get Ilbon, right? Yeah, okay. I was going to say, with Jessica in the row, and a Holtzman engine in the tech selection, my odds of getting Ilbon are very low. Ariana's nice. Memnon is good with Jessica. I think I want to focus on getting Jessica, so what leader is best for that? Probably Ariana. And Ariana is also a lot of fun. There's no Holo Projectors cards available. Yeah, I think we play Ariana here. Let's have fun. Memnon's arguably a little bit better if he can get a fast High Council. But it's not that fast. Like, usually he's going to get a High Council, like, round 2 or 3. Now, Jessica, we can hypothetically get round 1. With a Research Station. If we get good Persuasion in this opening hand. We get one convincing. I mean, honestly, it's quite plausible. We have the Recon plus the Signet Ring. So if we went Diplomacy to Wealth, Mentat, we don't have the ability from there to play... Well, we could if we play the Signet Ring to Mentat. Let's do that. Let's do Wealth, Mentat, Research Station. Kind of a weird play from second position, but that's what I'm going to do. Now, if the Signet Ring... Let's do the math, though. Because if we... Maybe that's not the play. Because, like... Okay, the Signet Ring cost us Persuasion, right? To play it. We have 3 Persuasion in our hand after we play the Signet Ring. We go up, but there's a decent chance we draw a 0 Persuasion card. We kind of need the Convincing. But we're drawing 4 cards by doing Wealth, Mentat, the Research Station. So, let's say that we do Wealth, Mentat, Research Station, okay? We have 3 Persuasion. If we draw the Convincing, that's 5. And then the Dune... takes us to 6. It's not enough. We would need to draw, basically, we'd need to miss both of the Dune, the Dagger, and the Seek Allies. Which seems like it's unlikely to happen. So, maybe we would rather Dagger to Mentat. That will most likely increase our Persuasion. But we don't have the water. If we Dagger to Mentat, let's say that best case scenario we draw Convincing, right? That takes us to 6. We can Arakeen. It's just risky, is the issue. Let's do this. Because maybe we draw more faction. Okay, so we drew the Dune. That's not awful. This is probably not the best thing to be doing from second position. So, like, the issue is that, right, if we go to Research Station with Reconnaissance, which is the place that, like, the card that we have to use to do that, we go down to 3, which means that we need to draw 4 Persuasion in 3 cards, which we can't do. It's not possible. So, I think we just screwed up here. I guess we have the 2 water for next round. The problem is that we're not guaranteed to have city next round. Oh, come on, Mochi. Baby girl? Alright. Go outside. Okay. We're not guaranteed the city is the issue. So, you know, we could go... Shoot. So probably here, what we do is we go to one of these cities here and just try to get one of the 3 persuasion cards, because these are going to improve our persuasion for next time. Carthage is okay. Arakene's probably a little better. This one has city, which we would kind of need to access. So let's go here and try to pick up the G manipulation. You're a dagger, which means that if we put 1 troop in, we get nothing. But if we put 2 troops in, we get a water. It's not a great investment, but it takes resources out of my opponent's hands. So I think it's probably worth doing. We get the dagger out of the way as well, which is pretty good. He takes the gene manipulation, which is pretty frustrating. So we have to pick up the sister, but the sister doesn't go to city. So we could pick up a liaison on the theory that even though liaison is a worse card than sister, it does go to city, which matters. Take sister anyway. I think it's better for us in the long run to have that. We drew the cities, which is good. So, you know, so what I want to do is open research station, but that's not a good play. It's not a good play at all. So what we open in here is fold space. And we need to draw 3 persuasion at the research station on our second action, which should be fairly doable. I think we got sidetracked here. Jessica's good. Well, if we get her, though, we can get our second guild bump, and then we have Interstellar, and then we're fine. But if we don't get her, I mean, what are the odds, right? So, like, we get on to 4, we have to draw 3 persuasion. The sister helps. She helps a lot. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely gonna take the risk, right? I mean, might as well. Now everybody's got 2 water besides Baron. Kind of weird. So 1, good. So we just need 1 persuasion. There we go, we got it. Dagger, cool. Put 2 in. Baron has 1 dagger in hand. But we have to fight him, he's a Baron, right? We didn't draw Diplomacy, which is awesome, which means we can play it next round. We are running out of yellow, which is not great, though. We want yellow because we're going to get Interstellar next round. Unless somebody early reveals for Jessica, which would be pretty sad, but I don't think without a High Council seat, without anyone on tech negotiation, that's going to be able to happen. Nobody went to Arakeen either, so I think we're okay. Right now we're tying the combat with Baron, which I don't love, but, you know, maybe he goes to tech negotiation or something, you know, you never know. And also, again, we have to make him have it, right? But I guess we're just going to get 1 spice out of this, probably. Not horrible, given that Ariana needs spice, and Jessica wants spice for Jessica things. But Baron early reveals 2 rounds in a row now. Web of Power. Wow. Baron, you should have waited. Wow, Web of Power. Oh, gosh. Jessica's better, but... Wow. If it was like Web of Power plus the G manipulation, I would probably go with the Web of Power. 3 water. Interesting. Well, I don't love letting this go to somebody else, but we don't really have a choice. Jessica's is the better card. Is he going to go to 3 troops on this? No, he does not. So we do get something out of this at least. So we grab Jessica. We go up on Guild. We'll see if Baron has an intrigue. Either way, we're getting 1 spice, so we don't really care. Hundro getting that Web of Power is pretty nasty. The good news is because we have Jessica, we can parlay that potentially into a full scale or a treachery. Like, our future card buys are going to be stronger now. Drew yellow, which is nice. Didn't draw Jessica, but that's okay. Didn't really expect it. We have good access. The only problem is that we don't really have any... Like, we're pretty far away from Swordmaster. To be truthful about it. You know, we could go a Conspire route, but that doesn't get us all the way there. And we, you know, worked hard to get to Interstellar, so we kind of need to do that. We'll see if Baron, like, shores that up. That way he gets it ahead of us next round. If he doesn't, then awesome. We don't know what's in his discard pile. Sister means we probably have more persuasion here than it looks like. Not 6, because we're going to play the Dune. But wouldn't mind a satellite ban, potentially. Probably want to go, like, Interstellar Wealth. So Baron doesn't go to Fold Space, so maybe we go to Fold Space instead. Which I think we definitely do if Hunter doesn't block it up. He doesn't. Lots and lots of faction access, at least. Ilbon with the early Swordmaster. He's probably got all those pieces of Exodia in his hand, too. Ew, the fact that he has that Carthage space is kind of nasty, because that means now he can Mentat. So threat assessment right now, probably Ilbon number 1, Baron number 2. Baron has 3 intrigue cards, though, so probably Baron number 1, Ilbon number 2. We'll get Interstellar again next round, and we should be able to get to Swordmaster Solari. So we should have Swordmaster next round, barring something unusual happening, like maybe Hundro cashing out before us. Wow, it's an early Fremen alliance from Ilbon. Didn't go for the Mentat. Hopefully they pull up a good 2-coster, because I don't know if I want to add, or a 4-coster. I mean, I don't know if I want to add Gunthopter, to be honest with you. It's okay, but nothing special for sure. Is Baron gonna go smuggle down at smuggling next round? That would be kind of weird. Okay, so we use it for persuasion. Yeah, I just don't know. With a Jessica, is Gunthopter just bad? Goes to yellow. Yeah, I don't think we want that, actually. Our deck's good enough that we don't want to add medium cards like that to it. Ilbon will take it, though. Now we're all down to 0 troops again. Those 3 each get 2 Solari, so Ilbon's at 4, Baron's at 3, Hundro's at 3. So Hundro could easily beat me a Swordmaster just by... Kind of good for Ilbon, actually, because now he can go Mentat next round. Hundro could easily beat me to Swordmaster just by smuggling, so we probably don't get Swordmaster next round, actually. There's Jessica. Say we draw nothing special with her. We might consider not playing her, actually. Yeah, I hate that, but I get it. Do we go for Holtzman instead, then? Maybe we just do that, because, like go, like, first action, Great Flat, second action, Interstellar. I think that's better. Mr. Big Bucks Baron over here. Okay, didn't get Great Flat, did we? Well, that's not great for our Holtzman engine prospects. So we do this. Nobody can go Interstellar. We want to keep it that way for as long as possible. Then we, if nobody else gets Guild, then we can consider going Mentat. But we kind of want to shuffle Jessica back into the deck. So I think probably it's like Signet Ring to Interstellar. What about Full Scale? I don't know. We could Jessica to Interstellar to try to get Full Scale, but the odds of us actually increasing our persuasion on that are very low. And I hate that Ilbon keeps getting paid. Like, this is really bad. We can't let yeah, he's a leader that really wants that Solari. Do we block him on Mentat? Honestly, I think we do. Because we have enough to where we kind of want to play our cards anyway, right? Also, nobody's in the combat yet, so it helps to buy time. A little annoyed that Hundro got that. I guess I could have gone there in my first action. Maybe I should have. But I like the idea that nobody's going to be able to take this Interstellar from me. We can't let Ilbon get this for free. Is it worth sacrificing Interstellar for it? Probably not. But he's currently the game leader. We can't just let him get a point. Let's see what Baron does. Hopefully Arakeen, but I don't know. Wealth. Okay, well, yeah, so, I mean, at this point, it really is, like, do we block? We didn't even know what Ilbon's got in hand, right? He might get it anyway. Oh, there you go. Hundro gets to 2, whether we like it or not. Maybe full space was a mistake. He could have the Gunthopter, too, so I don't know that we even try to fight him on this. Okay, so it's like down and up, right? Wind traps is fine, but we just can't use all that water. That lets us get our Swordmaster next round. We don't want to go to Emperor again, so let's just take it with Emperor. Try to buy a Worm Riders or a Treachery here. Treachery's probably a little bit better because it works with the Hollow Projectors. Oh my god. Ilbon, you monster. He's at 6 points. How many daggers did he have? None. None. So if I had put in 2 troops, but Arakeen isn't 2 troops, but if I had gone to Arakeen, I would have taken the point from him. Ah, gosh. Maybe I made a mistake. Well, let's think about this. I think Treachery is the better card here than the Worm Riders, as much as I want the spice. Kwisatz. Well, good time to be having Jessica in our deck. Although round 5 might be a little late for that. Nope, we got it. That's why we didn't want to draw cards. Hunter's gonna pick up the Holtzman, I think. So everything's going very well for Ilbon. The only thing that's not going well for Ilbon is losing Holtzman. So do we Signet Ring to Swordmaster, Dagger to Swordmaster, Jessica to Swordmaster? I like Jessica the most, but I do worry that we draw into negative persuasion based on doing that. Technically, that's negative persuasion. We're down to 6. Combat doesn't matter, unfortunately. Ilbon has the Gunthopter now. I'm pretty sure. So we need to consider that. Stop going to Carthag. Stop going to Carthag. Go to Mentat, not Carthag. Unless you want to get smoked by Ilbon. I'm thinking maybe we do a selective breeding play here. Oh my god. Dude, stop. Sorry, that probably comes off as aggressive. Yeah, sorry. That was ruder than it should have been. So we do have the Treachery, though. Do we want a Treachery to Selective? I think that's what we want to do. We want to go, like, Signet Ring to Haga, I think. Or we could just do Research Station. I mean, honestly, we have the... if we want to hit Selective, let's do this. Not great. Not great. Oh, shoot. Okay, well... looks like we're not getting Kwisatz. We're at 5. I mean, it is possible. It's possible for us to pick up 4 persuasion. It's just not likely. I mean, we probably don't play the treachery here. We probably play the fold space. The fold space draws us a card, and it saves the treachery for another day. We trash the dagger out of hand. Did this guy just, like, resign? I know you like intrigues, Baron. Intrigues are very good, but, like, yeah, he's still 3 points ahead of you. Well, I guess we could also, instead we could go to Research Station. That gives us better odds of getting what we want, right? It's an extra card drawn. Right now we're at 5. We only need 3 Persuasion. And 3 cards drawn, the odds are pretty decent at that. But faction is more important, I think. Damn it. We did not get there. One more card would have done it, unless it was fold space. He's gonna get another Spice Must Flow, too. No reason to flip to daggers here, really. Just pick up the Worm Riders. Ilbon can tie us if he deploys his only troop. I don't know why he would do that, but he can. Buys Kwisatz instead. He was 1 short. Still pretty good for him. It's really pretty good for him. Yeah. Sucks. That really sucks. That Fremen Alliance is locked up now, so he can just... Thank you. Thank you, Baron. I don't think the 6 Solari super mattered at this point for him, but hey. Still good to hurt him where we can, right? This is actually pretty good for me. I just don't have enough spice to use it, is the issue. And we're moving into the late game here. If we get lucky, we can draw Jessica again. I actually think Hunter's in a reasonably okay position. I don't think it made sense for him to concede. This is painful, but whatever. I wish if you're gonna rage quit, you should just rage quit though. Like, don't just sit here. Because now my viewers are gonna have to like skip forward in the video, and they're not gonna know when it happens. The only thing is, like, Ilbon still has enough to mint out again next round if he wants to, because of Baron going, like, I think Baron's given him 3 Solari from Karthag right now. So even cutting him out of the guild bank rate, he still has enough to go mint at. We gotta do Mintat. We gotta keep it away from Ilbon, right? And, like, you can have a Kwisatz, but you can't get the Mintat from Kwisatz. I guess the treachery, you know, helped me in that way, right? It's kind of nice. Baron finally threatens Interstellar. This leaves me with more flexibility with the treachery, even though I do want to use treachery at BG. The spice is very, very good to have in round 5. I'll say that much. Visor Dread. He just really wants the card draw, so definitely taking Mintat was the right play. He's looking to win the next combat by the looks of it. Artillery. Techs aren't really very good this game, which is fine with me. That's a good time to play Ariana when the techs aren't good. Dude loves his intrigues. I mean, hell, he's probably found plans within plans by now. Be selective and try to find the treachery again. Okay. Didn't find it. But we did find the spice must flow, so that's fine. We could go Jessica to Secrets, but we really risk not getting SMF doing that. Ilbon's going to have a Kwisatz right now. We can't let him have the combat. We could go to the Great Flat. That'll give us enough spice to where we can use... I think I like Great Flat because it also gives us a card. So we're very likely, if we go with Jessica, to draw into the... Like, we draw 3 cards. If we draw Treachery plus Signet plus Reconnaissance, we still get Spice Must Flow. So this is the play for sure. No Treachery is pretty annoying. If he has the Gunthopter, he'll just win the combat anyway. Which I'm sure he probably does. Or he'll use Kwisatz to win it. But having Treachery next round is pretty good, actually. Guess he had a hard time getting to SMF. But that also indicates he probably has the Gunthopter, because the Gunthopter has 0 persuasion. So we should assume that we're not winning the combat from him. I just don't have the intrigues or anything. Even with daggers on Sister, I don't have it. I mean, we flip her for daggers anyway, because, like, the persuasion doesn't matter. There's a chance we don't draw a guild. I swear to God, if you go to Carthag. Oh my God, dude. Going out of his way to give Ilbun more stuff. The dude just can't help himself. He actually doesn't have the Gunthopter, which is nice, I guess. But unfortunately, we don't get the point because he had 1 dagger still. At least we denied him his wind traps as well. That's definitely worth, like, yeah. So that ended up better than I thought. I don't like getting the 4 Solari, but whatever. Okay, we're definitely not getting a Spice of Soul this round because we have no persuasion. I hate that our guild access is Treachery too. That's pretty rough. The problem is there's only 1 guild card in the remainder of the deck. Did Ilbon buy an SMF that round? He did. Well, I really hate that because the Treachery point is a point somewhere else. Like a point from Fremen or Emperor, for example. If we took it to Fremen, we'd get 4 daggers on reveal. Maybe that's better. Since nobody else can access Highliner anyway. I think taking it to Hardy Warriors is actually a better play. We can get to 10 if we win the combat and also get selective breeding here. I don't know if they'll let us have it, but it's worth thinking about. Good thing our garrison got emptied before that. Ilbon's going to go for the combat. He's got the... No, he just used the Gunthopter. Okay, I think we can beat him in the combat. We just have to hope that these two don't go selective. Carthag. Oh my god. He really can't help himself. He is my ult. That's funny. Yeah, he's on Team Ilbon, honestly. We just have to win the combat now to win the game, as far as I can tell. Ixion Probe is interesting. Okay, well, I kind of really wanted that Eric. So, Ixion Probe, drop these two, I guess. Didn't get the Jessica. There's not another space that I can see that's going to make it easier for me to win the combat. Really, the best of these is probably Conspire. Right? Conspire gives me an intrigue. Or we could buy Chimerky, actually. Chimerky's 2 intrigues. Let's do that. War Chest. Great. The Grand Conspiracy is nothing, but the War Chest is great. The problem is that Ilbon probably has Kwisatz again. But he can't afford Highliner, and he can't afford Hardy, so I don't think I care. Oh. Well. That's not good. We get... Okay. Well. Does War Chest put us over the edge? It just ties us. Oh, ouch. Okay. It's not good at all. But, I mean, that's 9 points. And we have a Chimerky. I don't think he can... He gets second? I don't think he can win. You have to get a really good intrigue card to win the combat. And this is just not happening, right? We have 1 of 3 of these things. I guess technically we have the 4 influence, so we get 1 point. We actually have 2 of 3 of these things. So the High Council seat does give us a point. The problem is that that takes away from the War Chest point. Yes, the game's going another round, which I don't like, but it is what it is. Let's... Oh, does he not have the SMF? He does not have the SMF, thank God. There's no reason to take the points away from Hundro here. Especially since there's another combat. So we take the Solari, weirdly enough. Do we take the Spice as well? I almost want to have an Intrigue more. I guess we could go to Haga Basin and get to Highliner that way. But we're probably not drawing Highliner access, so Intrigue. Now we guarantee to have the War Chest point. But we don't have the War Chest point plus the Grand Conspiracy point. This is an awful hand, by the way. Grand Vision is also really bad. Holy shit, this guy blocks Ilbon on something. I didn't think that was possible. This hand is kind of rough. Having Jessica is what bails it out. The Infiltrate is interesting, right? I just don't know what we should do here. If we go High Council, that's a point from the Grand Conspiracy. Makes it more likely that we get the Spice Must Flow. We go down 5, which means that we need to find 3 Solari somewhere. If we draw into yellow, which is very likely, we could Infiltrate Interstellar for that. The problem is the game probably doesn't end this round because of Grand Vision. We could go here, and that gives us 5 Spice, but 5 Spice isn't enough to do anything useful. So I think we can also go Selective Breeding, try to protect BG, but we don't have a good card to trash. So I think High Council it is. That keeps us at 9. Draws us into the Worm Riders. We can use Worm Riders to infiltrate Interstellar. Winning this combat would also be a point for us. We have to watch the factions, because we really can't let Ilbon win this. But also, Ilbon is the guy who's probably going to win this. Ilbon gets a point from it, but he doesn't steal any alliances, because he has practically no faction influence. I think the play is definitely Infiltrate Interstellar, because that gets us to 11 points. The problem... Okay, so now if Hundro wins the combat, he steals our alliance. It's just that, like, I don't think he will win the combat. We could Selective Breeding here. What does that accomplish? Not a lot. It helps prevent our alliance from being stolen situationally. Let's do this. We like the Spice. So advance. You know, we could actually, this is interesting. Instead of grabbing the Solari, we could grab Spice, but I think Baron's going to go Highliner anyway. But if Baron goes Highliner, he's probably stealing our alliance. Not great. But, I mean, it's going to happen regardless. So, we recall for Solari. Because we have a War Chest. And if we have another action, then we can Diplomacy to Selective Breeding. Okay, well, we don't have that option. What about Arakeen? Well, it guarantees we lose a Spice Must Flow, so it's not happening. Yeah, Baron's planning on stealing our alliance here with Highliner, actually. But we have 2 points in hand and a Spice Must Flow, so we still get to 10 even if he does that. The problem is, again, that the damn game won't end. So, yeah. What do we think about Siege Tabor to open up Research Station? If he's going Highliner, he's taking his sweet time doing it. Probably has diplomacy in hand, though. We could go buy hollow projectors with liaison. That takes us to 8. We drop the spice must flow. We still guaranteed get a spice must flow. I kind of like that. We kind of want to buy a dread for the second grand conspiracy point, but that's going to cost us a war chest point. So let's just do this. Plus, it blocks Ilbon from going there if Ilbon needs the persuasion. I didn't really want to draw Signet Ring, but hey, the game's going another round, so we probably need those hollow projectors. I don't think, like, even if Baron goes Highliner here, unless he's got really good combat cards, I don't think he wins the combat. We draw junk next round, but that's what the hollow projectors are for. 8. Baron's not having a good game. He actually could have gone Highliner because he had the Guild Bankers. Oh, I guess he gets the Spice Must Flow that way. Which is why he didn't. Well, that's good for me. I don't get my alliance stolen. It's bad for me in the sense that Ilbon gets a point. What do we think about Kynes? It's interesting, right? We probably... How many Framing cards do we have? We have 1, 2... That would be our third. Probably guaranteeing their Spice Must Flow next round. I say probably. And we have to draw the thing, which isn't a guarantee. And we're not guaranteed to get the Emperor Alliance either. Just get the points we can get. We have Chimerki. Like, let's not overthink points, you know. Double SMF is going to start to weigh down our deck. Although Ilbon's in the same situation. Did he trash an SMF when he went to selective earlier? The fact that... No, he trashed Reconnaissance. The fact that he bought Kwisatz is probably going to make the difference here for him. We have 2 points sitting in hand, so we're like at 11. The problem is the game's not over. If a different combat came up, we could just go Highliner, and probably we would be okay. But that's not the world we're living in right now. Interesting. Buys Kynes. I don't think he can draw a card, though, so he can't actually get her. But that basically says he's going to get a Spice Must Flow next turn, which is not great. It's gonna be a close one. And we're very narrowly, like, we're as low on an alliance as we can be on 2 of these. So we have to be careful. And Ilbon's probably going to go up BG, so more reason for concern. Eight cards in deck means he doesn't have Kwisatz next round, though. But he's probably going to have his... he loses a Dread, which is nice. But he's going to have his Gunthopter, probably. And he gets control bonus, which is pretty rough. Having Karthag has been very, very good for him. Oh, am I going to lose BG? Nope. Nice. dump the SMF. I think we Mentat. I mean, he's got kinds is the thing, but let's think about this. If we go to Imperial Basin, we get 2 spice. That's not enough for Highliner. Probably not getting Highliner. There's 2 guys that have it. We probably don't win the combat. We hope that one of these 2 does. So we Mentat, I guess. Not great. We want to go Research Station, but I think Ilbon's going to take it from us. We only have 8 persuasion, so we want selective breeding next, I think, because we're probably not getting a research station. Never mind, Ilbon. Okay, so finally the game is over. Thank God. So now we just need to make sure that we have more spice than Ilbon when the game is over, or that we buy a Spice Must Flow here. Should be fairly easy for us to do. It's possible for us to draw Worm Rider Spice Must Flow though, which would end the game for us. And it's possible for Ilbon to have Corner of the Market, which Ilbons have Corner of the Market like every time, usually, so. But if we get Research Station, we're getting the Spice Must Flow. We're also not spending spice. We also have Chimerky, so we don't actually care how much spice we have, now that I'm thinking about it. We lose Selective, which I don't love. Especially if Baron has a plan to go up more on BG. Somehow. Trashes the Dune. He's got 3 entries. I mean, who knows what he's got? We know he's on Ilbon's team, so if he can steal my alliance, he will. His pause makes me think he has an intrigue. He changed his trash. Okay. We just need Hundro to not go to research. Oh my god. Oh my god, Hundro, what the hell? Okay. Well, this gives me a card draw, right? The problem is I don't think I have Jessica. I have a lot of 2 persuasion cards. Yeah, I guess I put a troop in at Arakeen. Cool. Now Ilbon's at 11. I'm also at 11, but I have Chimerky. But I'm at 11 only because I have this SMF. If he has any points in hand, then he still wins. I think I have to early reveal. If I play Dune to here, like, sure, maybe I draw Jessica, but I probably, like, there's 2 cards here that end my game if I go there, so not great, is it? I just kind of need Ilbon not to win the combat. That's really important. I mean, surely these guys want to win the combat and are going to do what they can to win the combat and aren't just going to sit on their hands and let Ilbon win the combat. But if they do, I mean, well, I mean, what else can I do? Like, Hundro should be going Highliner. I don't think he will, but he should. He doesn't have the ultimate point because he's piloted by an AI that doesn't know what to do. Okay, maybe he's stealing my alliance on Guild. Well, it's not Highliner, but it's pretty good. We just have to reveal, right? I think we just have to reveal. I guess technically we could play our agent here, and then we could play the other Dune somewhere else if we don't draw Persuasion. But there's a possibility we draw Worm Riders and SMF, and then we're kind of screwed, right? So, like, I think it's just a simple SMF pass. Hope Baron doesn't screw us. Shimurki gave me 2 points. It's pretty good. I had to work for him, but it did give them to me. Kwisatz and discard. If Ilbon buys another SMF, though, we're kind of fucked. I don't think he can with 3 cards in hand, but he has Kinds. So maybe we just lose. Just going... Looks like he's going for the combat. Machine Culture could have been a point for him, but he didn't have it. Oh my god, he's going to win the combat. There's no way this AI is going to be able to stop him. But at least he doesn't have the Spice Must Flow. I mean, surely Hundro's got something in his 3 Intrigue cards, right? Okay, well, I lose anyway because Baron's going to steal my alliances. Baron, you dick. This guy just played spoiler for Ilbon all game, dude. Yeah. Still gonna finish ahead of him. I mean, I'm still at 11. Unless he's got another point in his hand. I mean, somebody's got this corner of the market, right? I refuse to believe that nobody has corner of the market this game. So I think I win unless somebody has a point card in their hand. Which, I mean, again, I'm sure they do. Ilbon's going to get another intrigue, so he's going to get another shot at it. There it is. Oh my god, he has corner of the market. He has plans as well. He didn't get plans. Let's go! Shamirky for the win. Lady J. Love me some Lady J. You know what's funny is they did... I was right. Somebody did have corner of the market, but everyone was at 3 SMF besides the guy who had Holtzman who had 0. So, yeah, like 3, 3, 3. So, he only got 1 point from it. And he didn't get... He was 1 bump away from the plans within plans. He was 1 bump away from it. You know, I trashed my beachy sister. This was a mistake. I trashed her a long time ago because I thought the game was going to be over. You know, in round 7 I trashed her. I thought the game was going to be over. It went to round 9. Ariana is one of those leaders, sort of like Armand, where if the game goes a long time, she's really good. I'm feeling very good about this Shamirky. When I got the Grand Conspiracy, I was like, well, there's no way I'm going to get a point off of that. But then I was like, well, wait a minute. I'm already at 2 of these. So all I need... You know, I've got the Spiceless Flow, too. I just need the High Council seat. And once you have the war chest, you're like, okay, well, I don't have enough money for both of them. Just get a little bit more money, and you're there. But yeah, card, like MVP card of the game, definitely Lady Jessica. Worm Riders was nice too, but Jessica was the card for sure. Treachery and BG Sister were our other relevant cards. We actually only had a few cards that were meaningful in this game. It was nice that we got to trash out both the daggers. Anyway, that's enough post-game chat. I wonder, because, you know, second place, Ilbon, he drew a card at the end there, but I don't think he had a point card, so that's the only reason that we could win this. It's pretty funny that he said it was unbelievable. He made such a good, like, last round comeback. It still wasn't enough. It's funny, because he used the recruitment mission to get that 12th persuasion, so... Good game from Baron, but Shamirky is pretty good.